Let's start the today's lecture. We are solving questions related to greatest integer, right? So y is equal to 3 times the greatest integer x plus 2 is equal to 2 times the greatest integer x plus 4. Find the greatest integer x plus y. You have to find this. So what to do here? I'll just take these two combinations first. 3 times of greatest integer x plus 2 is equal to 2 times of greatest integer x plus 4. I have explained you properties of greatest integer. So this I can write as 3 times the greatest integer x plus 2 is equal to 2 times greatest integer x plus 4 will become as greatest integer x plus 4. You remember this? See here, greatest integer of x plus 4 will become what as greatest integer x plus 4 when 4 is an integer. So 4 will come out now. X plus n. Do you remember? Greatest integer of x plus n is equal to greatest integer x plus n when n is a integer. Right? Property number. I don't know, number is I forgot. So this is equal to 3 times of greatest integer x plus 2 is equal to 2 times of greatest integer x plus 2 4s are 8. I'll send this side. 3 times the greatest integer x minus 2 times the greatest integer x is equal to 8 minus 2. So I get as greatest integer x is equal to 6. Okay. Greatest integer, how much you got? 6 you got. So greatest integer is 6. Find. Now what I have to find here? X plus y. Huh? X plus y. So I can find the y value here. Y is equal to what you have? 3 times of greatest integer x plus 2. Y is equal to, in the first case, y is equal to 3 times the greatest integer x plus 2. So y is equal to, can I write as 3 times of greatest integer x is how much? 6 hai na? So 6 plus 2. So y is equal to how much? 20 is a numerical value. Integer. Sorry, not numerical value, integer. See, numerical value, integer, there is a difference. Numerical value can be in real number. So it is an integer. So what you have to find? Greatest integer x plus y you have to find. This is equal to, what can I write here? Greatest integer x plus 20 I can write. This is equal to, I can write as greatest integer x plus 20 I can write, because just now I said if it is an integer, integer can be out, because greatest integer of integer is integer itself. Now here greatest integer, this is greatest integer x is 6. 6 plus 20, answer is how much? 26. This is the homework question. Any doubts? Ask me. Fractional part function, an important one. Fractional part function is any real number, any number can be written as, number minus greatest integer, number minus integer. Sorry sir, क्या बोलते हैं अभी real number है समझो sir. Number is equal to what we can write? Fractional part, sorry. Fractional part of x is equal to number minus integer. Greatest integer means what? The greatest integer is integer number. So suppose, for example, I'll tell you what is the meaning of this. I'll tell you. Fractional part means what? 2 by 2, 3 by 4, like this. Suppose I said 1.5. This 1.5 can be written as, what I can write here? X number. Number is what? 1.5. Number is what? 1.5. Minus greatest integer of 1.5. Greatest integer of 1.5. What I get here? 1.5 minus greatest integer of 1.5 is how much? 1. So 1 minus 1.5, how much? This is what fractional part of a function. यही है fractional part function. So number minus greatest integer is always called fractional part of a function. So fractional part of a function we write as x minus greatest integer x. Fractional part of x we can write as what? x minus greatest integer x. For example, one more thing we'll do it. Suppose you have minus 2.2, let us consider it. So I can write what here? Fractional part of a function can be written as number minus greatest integer of minus 2.2. So minus 2.2, what is the greatest integer of minus 2.2? On the number line, see that, minus 3, now. So this is minus already there, and the greatest integer of minus 2.2 is how much? Minus 3. So what I get here? Minus 2.2 plus 3. How much you get here? 0.8. So fractional part of minus 2.2 is 0.8, not 0.2. Minus of 2.2. Fractional part is 0.8. Likewise here 1.5. Positive number is there. So their fractional part is what here? 1.5 is 0.5. Suppose if I take the greatest integer of, fractional part of 1, if I take, suppose fractional part of 1, I can write what here? 1 number minus greatest integer 1. I have to use, this is only a formula, thumb rule. So what I get here? 1 minus 1. How much you get? 0. So 1 is nothing but 1.0. So another number if you take here, 1.8. Can you tell me what is the fractional part of this? 0.2. Directly you can say. So not only 1.2, you can take 1.2225. You can take 1.256. You can take anything. If you want to find the fractional part of any number, fractional part of a function, then I can write this one as the number itself minus the greatest integer x, the greatest integer of the number. That means I give you 1.8 minus, this is give you greatest integer of 1.8 is 1. So 1.8 minus 1 is how much? 0.8. So this is a way to deal the things of fractional part of x. So fractional part of x is nothing but x minus greatest integer x. Now the thing is domain. Domain I am taking 1, even I am taking 1.2, even I am taking minus 2.2, even I can take minus 3 also. Right. So if I take like this, the domain is a real number. Domain can be any real. The range output which I am getting is 0, 0.8, 0.8, 0.5, like this. The output of this fractional part x is 0 to 1. Domain is R, range is 0 to 1. Now when I draw the graph of this function, it's x-axis as it is a y-axis. Look at here, this is most important diagram. I take a 0 here, then the answer is could not be cross 1. It may be 0 to 1. See here, if this is a 0 point, this is a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point. Likewise, I can extend this infinity. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, like this. The graph of this function is most important. Here 0 to 1, I know all the inputs which I am going to give you. That is x. X is the domain which I am going to give it. So if I give the points here 0 to 1, like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, likewise, I can give any number, right? Are you getting what I said? Yeah. So I can give 0 to 1. The output will reach till where? It can reach 1 but not be 1. So the answer for this is this. This is the answer. So 0 to 1 fractional part answer is, result is this. Suppose if I take 0, I got 0. I take little bit 0.01, then I get 0.1 is the y-axis. Y-axis points will reach up till how much here I am going, then here also it is increase. So if these points I join them, I get a straight line like this. So where I am taking the input from 0 to 1, the output will get like this. So the points, if I add all, join these points, I get a straight line. Are you getting it, what I said? Now from 1, fractional part here, from 1 onwards, 1, I can take 1, I can take 1.1 input which I am giving. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.1111. Likewise, I can give many infinite things. For that also result will give you till it goes and one place you get hollow. For 2 also it goes and it get at 1 hollow. For 3 also it goes and you get at 1 hollow. 4 also it goes, you get a hollow at 1. The same way it here is also happens. Here also happens. -1 to 0 I go, okay, -1 to 0 I go and here I get a hollow. Like this I will go. -2 to here I get a hollow. Here to here I get a hollow. So this is the line what you get the fractional part of a function. The graph of the function. And it is most important, you need to remember that this values which I am going to give you, that is mostly used in JW. So here this line, see here, y is equal to, that is the y is nothing but here fractional part of x. That is equal to x minus greatest integer x. If I take 0 to 1, the greatest integer value what I get here, fractional part of x. I am repeating here, listen carefully. If I take 0 to 1, greatest integer, I will get the greatest integer from 0 to 1. If I take all inputs from 0 to 1, the greatest integer of this is 0. It means that this fractional part, this y, I am getting x. So y is equal to x is this shows. This shows y is equal to x. This shows what? Y is equal to x. I hope you understood. If you don't know, you know that a line which passes through the origin is always y is equal to mx. Right. So that must be y is equal to x now. And now here, did you understand? Can I make it this graph little bigger? I think that's better. Where to write? Actually place, yeah, I'll write domain and range here. Domain of the function is real. Range of the function is 0 to 1 closed. 1 is open, 0 closed. I'll make it little bigger so you can analyze this is clearly, and this is very important, fractional part of x. So here if my 1 is here and this is the 0 comma 0 first point, I said here 1 2 3, okay, I take the same gap, approx, right, 1 2 3 4, likewise. Here -1, -2, -3, likewise. Going in minus infinity, going here plus infinity. I said just now, okay, this gap is more, right? So if I said as 0 to 1 I am going here and I got this point is 0 to 1. When I am moving here, my answer will be here to here only, till 1 it will reach. And I got y is equal to x. Just now I said, reason is the fractional part of x, if I take y is equal to x minus greatest integer x. The greatest integer from 0 to 1, greatest integer of 0 to 1 is 0. So the answer I am going to get as y minus x minus 0. So y is equal to x for this point. This is most important to remember. All the JEE advanced questions are solved by this. So 0 to 1 to 2, if I take the greatest integer 1 to 2, the greatest integer 1 to 2 if I take, so fractional part is this one. Now y is equal to, you have x minus greatest integer x. As you know that greatest integer 1 to 2 is how much? Greatest integer 1 to 2 is how much? 1. So what I am going to get here? X minus 1. So this line name is y is equal to x minus 1. Then what will be the next line? X minus 2. You need to remember this is only. If you know this one, y is equal to x minus 3. So and so you can write. Now from here, if I see it from here, now it is hollow. Yes. Now tell me what I get here. Y is equal to x plus 1 I'll get. Reason is what? If you know that y is equal to x minus greatest integer x. So let us take 0 to minus 1. Here minus 1 to 0. Oh sorry. 0 to 1. Greatest integer 0 to minus 1 is, sorry, what is that? Minus 1 to 0 is minus 1. Now greatest integer function, you remember, here to here you get, this is hollow you will have. So here to here the greatest integer is minus 1. Greatest, that's why I explained greatest integer function. So in this case what happened, y is equal to x minus, in this case the greatest integer from here to, except 0, from here to here I can take any out input, the greatest integer I will get is minus 1. So minus into minus will become plus. So this side you get y is equal to x plus 1. And this side you get y is equal to x plus 2. And here this side you get y is equal to x plus 3. This is the graph of fractional part of x. The domain is here clear. Domain which is giving on the number line, that is R. And the range is clear. The graph which is occupied on the graph, on the y-axis. Is it clear to all? Note down. ओ अरे ये तो पूरा डायग्राम ही नहीं आया, तब से मैंने जो पढ़ा है ना, ठीक है, एडजस्ट नहीं किया ठीक से. शुड आई एक्सप्लेन वंस अगेन? ओके, मैंने ये जो कुछ भी एक्सप्लेन किया ना, ये नहीं आया, एक बार शॉर्ट में एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. See, f of x is equal to, that is the fractional part of x is equal to x minus greatest integer x. I am going to explain only graph part because I think you have seen this picture. In the video, this part is not clear. So we are taking x-axis and y-axis. So here is the x-axis and y-axis, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so and so. I said as 0 to 1, if I take all the numbers, the greatest integer from 0 to 1 except 1 is 0. So if I am taking here y is equal to x minus this part 0 to 1 input, I am taking 0 to 1 except 1, then the greatest integer of that value is 0. So I get y is equal to x is the line for this. And from 1 to 2 if I take all except 2, then the greatest integer of this value is 1. So in second step what I am going to get here is x minus the second step this place, I am going to get this greatest integer value is 1, so x minus 1. So and so you are going to get it. The same way it is comes here, minus 1 to 0, the greatest integer is minus 1. And if I substitute here minus 1, minus into minus plus, so this value you get y is equal to x plus 1, so and so this. So the graph will make like this. There will be another way also approach. If you know solution of straight lines, you have a point 0, 0, and you have one more point you can take, 2 points line equation. 2 points line equation also you can get it. But here we are discussing in functions, so this is the right approach using the greatest integer. Slope and point equation you can use. You know this is the slope is 1, like slope, you know tan theta equal to 45 degrees 1, Slope 1 point is there, equation of slope point form also you will get. But you don't know straight lines now, so that's why I am not explaining in that method. I hope you have understood. Yes, sir. Clear? Yes. F of x is equal to 1 by fractional part of x, find the domain and range. Because I just explained you what is fractional part of x. So you can do the question based on the fractional part of x right now. Even we can do the mixed problems based on this, right? So tell me fast. So 1 by f of x is equal to 1 by fractional part of x. Can you tell me what is the domain of the function? R minus 0, no, wrong answer. R minus 0 is wrong. बोलो फास्ट. से आई एम गिविंग टाइम. चल सर थिंक करना है सर. चलो ठीक है. सी हियर एक्चुअली रूल इज व्हाट? रूल इज रूल इज फॉर ऑल. 1 by x जब रहा तो x डिनोमिनेटर 0 नहीं होना चाहिए. मेरा फर्स्ट थिंग इज व्हाट आई डू हियर, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x मस्ट नॉट बी 0. अच्छा, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x 0 when it happens, when it is an integer. देखो 1 दिया तो 1.0 है, सो फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट कितना है? 0 है. 2 का फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट क्या है? 0. अरे 1.0 ना, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, minus 1.0, these all. It means if I am taking all integers, I'll get a 0 is a fractional part. Fractional part becomes 0, it will not exist. 0 should not be happen. Fractional part should not happen 0. So fractional part 0 when it happens? When it is an integer. Right. So what I cannot get here? R minus integer. R minus integer is the domain of the function. Domain is R minus integer. Understood what I said? So what is the range of the function? Range of the function. Range of the function. Chalo, suno. 1 by, what is the fractional part range? Tell me, fatafat. Our fractional part is range 0 by 1. अरे 0 by 1 ना? हाँ, so RF क्या होगा? RF range of the function will be, see, minima will give you maxima, maxima will give you minima. Already I told you 1 by whenever you have. So 1 by maxima will give you minima. तो 1 by ये मैक्सिमा है मिनिमा है इंटरवल का. तो 1 by max is 1 will give you min. So 1 by 1 is how much? 1. So 1 is the minimum value, right? 1. Open it is there, so I should open this. 1 by min will give you max. 1 by 0 is how much? Infinity. So the range of the function is 1 to infinity. Range of the function is 1 to infinity. Domain of the function is R minus integer. Khatam. The question is 3 times the greatest integer x plus 2 times the fractional part of x plus 2x is equal to 1. You have to simplify this. So just now I told you fractional part of x can be written as x minus greatest integer x. X minus greatest integer x. So this question I can write as 3 times greatest integer x plus 2 times of fractional part of x I can write as x minus greatest integer x plus 2x is equal to 1. Using this one I wrote. Now 3 times of see here I can write this is as 3 times the greatest integer x plus 2 times x minus 2 times greatest integer x plus 2x is equal to 1. In this what we have to do is we have to remove the greatest integer. That is our main target. Whenever you have fractional and greatest equation is given, we should take out the greatest integer, either anyone, either you take out the fractional part, either greatest integer, make it into one term, like you make it either in fractional part, either you make it in greatest integer. So fractional part related I am doing, you can do anything, either you can remove out the fractional part or anything when you can do it. Suppose you are removing the fractional part, तो fractional part तो remove हो गया, but x is there ना, so that will not give a perfect answer, so you have to make it into fractional part. So 3 greatest integer, can I write as 3 greatest integer as 2 greatest integer x minus 2 greatest 2 greatest integer one greatest integer na. See here we will convert into fractional part, that will be easy. And more another easiest way is 3/4 substitute here, substitute here, substitute here, you can check one varies which is getting 1/4 substitute here, you can see that which is option is giving answer 1. That is most easiest way, I will explain at the end, but method wise I am doing. So 3 greatest integer can be written as 2 greatest integer x plus 2 fractional part of x. Acha, okay. Yeah. Plus 2x plus 1 greatest integer. 2 over, so 1 will be left. 1 greatest integer x is equal to 1, right? And from here, if I take 2 common, acha, all is coming into fractional part is required, right? This I will take, these both I will take. 2x plus 2 times the greatest integer x plus 2 times the fractional part of x plus greatest integer x is equal to 1. See here, 2 if I take common, x plus greatest integer x, okay. x minus होना चाहिए ना. So this is best approach. So 3 greatest integer x plus 2 times this fractional part of x I am writing x minus greatest integer x plus 2x equal to 1. So 3 greatest integer x plus 2x minus 2 times of greatest integer x plus 2x is equal to 1. Now see here. Now what I get here? 3 greatest integer x minus 2 greatest integer x is how much? 1 greatest integer x. 1 greatest integer x plus 4x is equal to 1. इसमें फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट बनाना है. फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट क्यों नहीं आ रहा? सी है इसमें ना ग्रेटेस्ट कैसे भी आता है मगर आंसर इससे नहीं आ रहा है, इसीलिए सोच रहा हूँ. सी ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर को मैंने ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर को इसको देखो, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू x माइनस ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर x. सो ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर आई विल सेंड हियर, फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट आई विल सेंड हियर. तो ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर x इज इक्वल टू व्हाट आई विल गेट? Greatest integer x is equal to x minus fractional part of x. So if I change this one, I get as what here? X minus fractional part of x plus 4x is equal to 1. So here this fractional part of x I will send that side. So what I get here? 5x minus 1 is equal to fractional part of x. Right. You know that fractional part of x lies between where to where? 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Fractional part of x lies between 0 to 1. So 5x is equal to minus 1 send this side plus 2 and minus 1 send this side plus 1. So x is lies between what here? 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. So 1 by 5, 2 by 5. 1 by 5 means what is the value of that? 0 point something. 2 by 5 means what? 0 point something. In 0 point something, what is the fractional part of that? 0.25 is there. What is the fractional part there? 0 na? Fractional part is 0 na? Y is equal to x na? See here. I have explained you graph में explain किया मैंने. 0 to 1, wherever this is x is between 0 to 1. So y is equal to what I get here? X. Y is equal to x. So I can write this value, fractional part of x is nothing but x here. Try to make you understand. ये इसका solution ढूंढ रहे मैं आंसर पढ़ा रहा हूँ. So 0 to 1 है ना, 0 to 1. This is a 0 to 1. I got x value oscillating between 1 by 5 to 2 by 5. So domain is this. My domain is 1 by 5 is there, 2 by 5 is here. I am giving the domain this. As per fractional part, what output I will get? X I will get. It means this fractional part will change into what? X. So what I will get the answer here? 5x minus 1 is equal to x. So what I get here? 5x minus x is equal to 1. 4x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 by 4. So x is equal to 1 by 4. B is the right answer. Why I explained method I will tell you. See, you need to understand the concept of this because इतना easy question JEE में नहीं पूछेगा. Here you need to understand what logic is here. Means if x is in between of this, what to take. See, this will be helpful for advanced level. So maybe if they ask, suppose this is they asked exam. So then if JEE makes this question asked, then instead of doing these all things, you can substitute here directly 3 into greatest integer 3 by 4 plus 2 into fractional part of 3 by 4 plus 2 into x is equal to 1. X means what here? 3 by 4 and simplify check is this is giving 1 or 1 by 4 is giving 1. Like here 1 by 4 means how much? 0 point. See, we'll see this one only. 1 by 4 means what? 0.25. 3 greatest integer of 0.25 is how much? 0. So 3 into 0 what is become? 0. Now 2 into fractional part of 1, this is how much? 1 by 4. Fractional part of 1 by 4 is how much? Fractional part of 1 by 4. Fractional part of 1 by 4. Fractional part. अरे 1 by 4 क्या वैल्यू क्या होता है? 0.25 ना. 0.25 तो 0.25 ना fractional part. This part is 0, this part is 0.25. And here 2 into आपने x क्या करना? x कितना है? 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 cancelled out. And here 0.25 means 0.25 into 2 how much? 0.5. 0.5 plus 0.5 how much? 1. I got the answer. Did you understand? ये क्या था? 0.25 था. Right. 0.25 into 2 is how much? 0.5. Plus here 0. This is 0.5 and this is 0. So you got 1. So 1 by 4 is right answer. But if you do this method wise, see here. Actually सब में आया था, मैंने erase किया, but सब में यही आ रहा था. देखो इधर. See 3x plus हमने इसको change किया तो x minus greatest integer x. However you do in previous also whatever I did, same method you will get. This is equation only. This equation you will get. Greatest integer x plus 4x equal to 1. Greatest integer I have to make it into fractional part. So greatest integer x I wrote as x minus greatest integer x. So I got here fractional part of x value 5x minus 1. So I am checking fractional part of this value is how much. So fractional part always lies between 0 to 1. So I check this value is where. The domain is this. For this domain, if it is there in x, I will get as the answer is y is equal to x. So this fractional part of x is changing into x. So the answer x is equal to how much you got? 1 by 4. Method is important here. Okay, note down the method. See here, few more points I want to explain. All you know sin x graph, right? Sin x graph everyone knows. What is the graph of sin x? So this is the graph of sin x, right? You will get the graph of sin x like this. Okay, this is the graph of sin x. Now, f of x is equal to sin x. Okay, y or f of x is same. But if you have like this, second point, y is equal to sin mod x is there, suppose. What I want to say, I want to keep for domain is mod. Domain is, means I am keeping domain is positive. Mod x means I can keep all the things, but if I am making for this x modulus, then what happens? What happens? If I am keeping mod for x, what happens? Graph, I am talking about the graph. See here, okay, what is the domain of this function? Domain of this function is what? What can x can exist here? All real? All real. What is the range of the function? Range means -1 to +1. -1 to +1 closed. This is everyone knows. Now if I say mod x, only x mod, can I keep x all real? Can I keep all x real? Can I keep or no? So x I can keep all real. It means the domain is all real. Domain is all real. Now what is the graph will happen? See, simple thing. मैं बता रहा हूँ, सुन लो. इसको समझाने के लिए बता रहा हूँ. Y is equal to x line is this. This is called y is equal to x. I will explain you. Just see, and according to that you can tell me. This is the graph of y is equal to x. But if I say y is equal to mod x, means I made mod for this x. Then what is the graph of mod x? And this will be same. This will be same. And this you are going to get here. Right. What is the meaning of this? This part is same. It is reflecting about the y axis. इसका reflection इधर आ गया. The reflection you got. Whenever you keep for x for mod, then reflection takes about y axis. If y is equal to sin x is the graph, this y is equal to sin mod x graph will be what happened? This is the sin x graph, this is the sin x graph, right? So how it is there, this graph same will be comes from this side. It means the reflection will go like this. So this is the graph of sin mod x. What is the domain of the function? What is the domain of the function? What is the range of the function? -1 to +1. Right? Understood? ये भी आपको पता होना चाहिए, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ. ठीक है, लिख लो. See here. Suppose you have y is equal to x minus 1. I'll make it you more clear. So there will be lot of difference what you are assuming. See, y is equal to x minus 1. So this is the graph of the function. If I am drawing y is equal to x minus 1, if I keep x 0, y will be minus 1. If I keep y 0, x will be 1. Are you getting here? So here this is the point here. If I keep x 0, y will be minus 1. If I keep y 0, x will be 1. So this is the line y is equal to, what is this line? What is this line? Y is equal to x minus 1. Right. Suppose if I say, see, this is main thing you need to understand here. There is a lot of difference. So if you have if I ask you y is equal to mod x minus 1, then the graph will be different. Means I am taking mod for inside the function x, mod x. And if I say the whole function if I am taking modulus, these both are different things, not the same. Why I am going to explain is, now I explained y is equal to sin x graph. Then I explained y is equal to sin mod x graph. Now I am going to explain y is equal to mod sin x graph. Okay. Not only this function, any function you can do like this. So this idea you should know, basic idea. So when I am saying here, if this is there, you know what is the graph of this? You know what is the graph of this one? Tell me. This graph क्या होगा? मैंने modulus में पढ़ाया था. See, modulus, logarithm, what I explained, that is comes in function only. So function topic only, that all. But I explained in the fundamental only. So that all completed functions, we have completed that. So mod x minus 1, y is equal to mod x minus 1. What is the graph of this? ऐसा जाएगा ना? If this is this, doubt is there, right? You have a doubt, you will check it. I keep x 0. I am giving x 0. What will be my y value? This is the point. I keep x 1. अरे x 1 लिया मैंने x 1 लिया. What I got here? y 0. I keep x minus 1. X minus 1 I have given. So y I got what? 0. So these points if I join, the graph is going like this only now. In this what you understand? It's the same thing. The funda is same. When you are taking modulus for the in x, only x you are taking modulus, it is the reflection. This graph is reflecting with respect to y-axis. See here, this reflection is taken place here. So that's what I am telling you. Any graph you have a modulus related any graph, so you can use this kind of criteria. The criteria is that this is a simple function. If I take wherever x is there in the function, that place I take the modulus, that will be reflected with respect to y-axis. Is it clear? Now in this case, what is this one? This graph is what here? If I take x is equal to 0, what I get here? 0 minus 1. Modulus of 0 minus 1 is how much? 1. So if I take x is 0, I am getting x. If I take 0, y I am getting how much? 1. Okay. If I take x1, if I take x1, what I get here? Y. If I take x1, I get y0 na. If I take x2, what I get? 1. So graph is going like this. Graph is going like this. It means it is what happening at this particular point is reflected. At this particular point. Actually what is happening, all negative, there will be no negative if I keep modulus. So नीचे नेगेटिव नहीं आएगा, वो ऊपर जंप करेगा. Actually ये function y is equal to x minus 1 line is, this is the line. So what happening here, from this point, negative part beta, whatever the negative point is there, that is reflecting above on y-axis. Whenever I keep modulus of whole function, the graph of original function under this negative is reflecting to up. It means there will be, when you keep modulus, graph will be down, one graph will be jump to up. That will be jump up. Means if it is there, this, it's go up. Understood that graph? So here you know what is the domain and range here. I no need to tell. What is the domain of this function? Modulus I explained already. What is the domain of this function? I am giving all real, which input I am giving, that is domain. R is the domain. What is the range here? The graph which is occupied. Here this point is which point? -1 to infinity. -1 to infinity. Now when you see this one, what is the domain of this function? R. What is the range of this function? ये ग्राफ जो है ना 0 से जा रहा है, so 0 to infinity. So sometimes this graph why I am explaining is, sometimes if you want to find domain and range, even graphs will help you to find the domain and range. Now if I say somebody what is the domain of this function, everyone will say R. What is the range of this function? Everyone will say that is -1 to +1 closed. For this one also domain of this function, this is confused many people, but this one domain will be R, and the range also you got -1 to 1 just before we have done it. We have done the graph. You can see y axis से इधर ऐसा फिर चल रहा है, right? Then when you take this graph, what happens here? Graph, see here, sin x graph is this. See, I will draw the first sin x graph, then I will use the modulus of sin x. So sin x graph I will draw first of all. I'll make you draw first sin x graph, then I will apply the modulus. So if I use sin x graph, okay, I'll use here. Sin x graph will be how much? Here like this it is goes. So here it is goes like this. But when I keep modulus of sin x, y is equal to I wrote mod of sin x, completely the function I moved, complete function I keep the mod. Then what happens here? The down part will jump up. So what I get here? This was here, and this down part will jump up. This down, already this was up, and this down part will jump up. So this will be the graph of sin mod of sin x, side mod x. So this is the 0 point, this is the 1 point. So what is the domain of this function? Domain of the function is real. And what is the range of this function? 0 to 1, 0 to 1 closed. So domain and range, such type of things, we can see by graphically, we can solve the questions. If logarithm is there, see here, logarithm I explained, and greatest integer, fractional part, we will simplify that. Square root function also I explained, logarithm. These are how to find, I explained different methods, all different type of things. So that time what we are doing here, we are applying the concept. When it comes to like trigonometry, like exponential trigonometry, we can go by the graphical way. So graphical way will help you more to understand what is the domain and range in few times. Understood clearly? Is it clear? Understood? Note down. ये तो पूरा नहीं आया सर, ये क्या होता है? So दूर रखना पड़ता है, ये है ना, पूरा कवर नहीं करता है ना. It is not covering, right? You are watching ना, you should know. कवर करता है पूरा? नहीं करता ना? So I'll adjust it now. Board should be cover.